Welcome to the Bible Stories with Gian channel. Imagine standing at the doorway to eternity. The moment your earthly life ends, a new journey begins. A journey described both in ancient scriptures and echoed by modern near-death experiences. What really happens in the first 7 days after we die? Are we truly alone in that mysterious transition, or is there something divine guiding us? Today, we'll explore the first 7 days after death, weaving together biblical insights and life-changing truths to give you hope, clarity, and a deeper understanding of the afterlife. Stay with us until the end to uncover a breathtaking perspective on death and what it means for our eternal destiny. In the Bible, we see glimpses of what happens when we step out of this world. On day 1, the soul awakens to a profound reality beyond anything we've known. This moment is described in Scripture as the shedding of the earthly body and the embrace of something eternal. In Luke 16:22, we read the story of Lazarus. When he died, angels carried him to Abraham's side, a heavenly place of comfort. This illustrates that the soul is not abandoned, but is immediately welcomed into the spiritual realm. Near-death experiences today echo this. People describe a sudden clarity where they can see, feel, and understand beyond the limits of their physical senses. This awakening is like going from a dimly lit room to standing in the presence of radiant light. For many, it's also a moment when guardian angels appear to guide the soul. It's not a moment of fear, it's one of profound peace and understanding. As the journey continues, days 2 and 3 bring what some describe as the life review. The Bible teaches that every deed, word, and thought is known to God, Matthew 12:36. But this review is not about condemnation. Instead, it's a time of reflection, a loving revelation of how our lives impacted others. Revelation 20:12 speaks of books being opened, recording all that we've done. Imagine seeing your life like a ripple in a pond, how one kind act sent waves of love through generations, or how a harsh word caused pain. Modern accounts of near-death experiences confirm this. People feel not only their actions but also the emotions of those they touched, as though they are walking in their shoes. This process isn't about punishment, but understanding. God's angels guide this moment with infinite compassion, helping the soul see their life from a divine perspective. It's a time to learn, grow, and prepare for what's next. By days 4 and 5, the soul is ready for something extraordinary, divine ceremonies that mark their transition into the spiritual realm. These ceremonies are echoed in Revelation 7:9 through 10, where multitudes in white robes stand before God, worshiping and celebrating. The first is a welcoming ceremony. Angels of different ranks gather to receive the soul, just as the Bible describes heavenly beings rejoicing when even one sinner repents, Luke 15:10. Imagine being surrounded by divine light and music, experiencing a joy beyond words. The second ceremony is a recognition event. The soul meets not only loved ones who've passed, but also spiritual companions from across their journey. These are the relationships that have shaped the soul in profound ways, even if they weren't recognized on earth. The final ceremony is one of purpose. Here, the soul begins to understand its role in eternity, much like how Isaiah saw his calling in Isaiah 6. This is a moment of deep clarity and preparation for the next chapter of existence. As the first week draws to a close, the soul reaches its place of rest and growth. The Bible describes this as entering the third heaven, a place of unspeakable joy and closeness to God, 2 Corinthians 12:2. This is not about punishment or reward, but perfect alignment. The soul is guided to the place where it can thrive and continue to grow in God's presence. For some, this means becoming spiritual guides, helping others on their journeys. For others, it's a time of restoration and learning. Near-death experiences often reveal that souls who return to Earth after these moments feel profoundly changed. They lose their fear of death and gain a clearer purpose for living. This echoes the Bible's teaching that in God's presence we find fullness of joy and eternal pleasures. Psalm 16:11. The first 7 days after death are not an ending, but a beginning. It's like walking across the stage at graduation, not to receive a diploma, but to step into the fullness of God's eternal plan for you. As Dr. Raymond Moody said, "Death is not the end. It is a transition to a different level of consciousness." The Bible takes this further, promising that for those who trust in God, there is an eternal home waiting, a place of peace, love, and unimaginable joy. If you want to learn more about the wonders of the afterlife, stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore how souls are welcomed and classified in eternity. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. And remember this: the journey through the valley of death is not traveled alone. The Lord walks with us every step of the way, guiding us to a place prepared just for us. John 14:2-3. Until we meet again, may you live with hope, love, and the peace of knowing that death is not the end. It's a new beginning. See you in the next video. Take care. God bless you all.